Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. This is an update for Litecoin. There's a potential trade setting up here, so I wanted to do an update on this one real quick. Now, this is my daily counts. I wanted to show you this again just to refresh the memory. We had a three-wave move up, hit the 1.618 extension here. We then drifted in a three-wave for our X, and I either have this as completing in 5 waves, that's my alternative there you see in gray, or 3 waves as a WXY, which is my primary count before heading up for a C wave. Now, a couple extensions to pay attention to is the 1.618 extension of this W wave off the X is at 52.36. We are at the 618 retracement of this wave already, and it looks weak. We didn't get any sort of impulse whatsoever. I'll show you this area in a second. So expecting a move down to around $50 here at that 1.618 extension is at 52.36. But alternatively, we could get a failed breakout off that level and just get a 5th wave down, in which case this entire correction would just turn into an ABC. That's my alternative. But my primary is we finish up here, spike down, then start to make our move to the upside in our C wave. So let's go down to the micro here. I haven't changed much of this lately. I just had this triangle filled out as a potential, and it looks like we are getting it. Let me fix all this up in real time for you. So originally I had this as the C wave. Clearly we made a slightly higher high. We're at between the 618 and the 786 currently. So I'm just gonna fix that real quick. I like to do this in real time for you guys from time to time. The reason for that is so you can adjust your counts in real time too, and see how that I do them. So you have ABC potentially. So we're almost working on our E wave currently. Might get one more spike down here. So let's get rid of that wave. Get rid of that. This Y wave is now an alternative. That's where we get a move to the upside. So right between that pivot area, we'd expect this D wave to complete before our E wave up. We might get one more spike down and have to adjust this slightly. But how I'm going to play this is I'm going to wait for these 3 waves to fill out. Something like this. We'll have a B wave here in our E wave as an A, B, C. Sorry for my bad drawing here. We'll have an ABC or a WXY here. And my entry will be on the pivot B of wherever this wave finishes up. We'll have to wait and see how the waves print out. But I will trigger in my short from right at that break of the level, 1 or 2 cents below it, and my stop will go at the E wave. So the market will enter me into this position on its own, and I'll be looking for around that $50 mark. So it'll be at least 2 to 1 plus risk reward. So a pretty good trade setup there. And my alternative on this, again, there's a couple different cryptos making this triangle pattern. So take a look at my other videos if you want to see these. But they all tend to be panning out this way. But the alternative is this WXY, where we come up and challenge the 0.618 retracement of the previous wave. And all that would be is this is an A wave, and we're making most likely a triangle X wave. Like so. This is an A, B, C, D, E, except the difference is we we thrust to the upside. So I will be updating this one as we get closer to this. It looks like it'll be later on in the week as this drags out, but I see 3 waves complete here. Again, we could make one more spike low and then come up, but I really want to catch this trade either to the upside or the downside, and the market will tell us that once we get it. So looking forward to this trade setup. That's how I'm going to play it. Wait for, you know, the 3 waves to complete here. Entry will be on the break of that level, stop at the high. All right, guys, that's your update for Litecoin. Looking for this to break down to around $50. Alternatively, this could be a triangle to the upside, up to around $70. And then at this point, I'd be interested in a short to the downside. The question is, what kind of correction do we get here? A triangle to complete to the downside, which is my primary count, or we get that triangle to the upside, and we just have to wait for that short a little bit longer. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see all my updates. Cheers.